YouTube is good with y'all, man. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Like I said, man, I wasn't lying when I told y'all that I was back uploading frequently. You know what I'm saying? We back. I know y'all miss me. We back. So yeah, my last few videos, I received quite some comments of people telling me that they're still struggling with their 808s. Like their 808s don't hit hard enough. They're still struggling with finding balance between their samples and their drums, things of that nature. So before we get into the cook-up, man, before we get into the video, I'm gonna clear it up once and for all. That shit is not hard, bro. Like make your drums hit hard is no rocket science, for real. So yeah, man, today's video I'm gonna be showing y'all how simple it actually is to make your drums hit hard and how to find balance between your sample and your drums, man. Let's get right into it. Alright, man, I got FL Studio pulled up, man. As you can see, let's just get right into it. And before we start, man, I'm gonna just clear things up. Hard hitting drums ain't all about drums and shit, man. Like the melody is as important as the drums, you feel me? And the reasoning behind that is when you're making the sample and all that stuff, you really got to treat the melodies the right way. You really got to process every single individual sound the right way so the drums can really hit through. So let's say you use a sample that's all over the place, man. Like it's no room for the hi-hat, no room for the kick, no room for the 808, all that shit. Like the drums are not gonna hit regardless. Like even though if you're using the best sounds out there, for example, my Heaven and Rhodes Drumkit, but more on that later. That's a big misconception that I see a lot, man. Like a lot of people think it's all about the drums, but the melody is as important, if not more important than the drums. So that's what we're gonna start out with, man. We're gonna start out by making the sample, processing everything the right way. I'm gonna show y'all the whole process, man. Let's get right into it. So I got Acoustic pulled up, man. Just a regular grand piano, nothing too crazy. Just start out by laying down a pattern, and after that we can change the VST, change the preset, all that stuff. But for right now, it's all about laying down a good foundation for the sample. So start out by setting the BPM. I've been fucking with the 90 range, 90 BPM a lot lately, so I'm gonna set it to let's go for 92 for this beat. So for the scale, I'm gonna go for D sharp minor. So let's get it, man. Start out with some basic triad chords. Start on the root note D sharp. Skip one note in the scale. Skip another note. It's a basic triad right there. We go back up from the root note A sharp to B. Both the same triad. Keep it like that, man. Bring this chord forward a little bit to kind of add some more bounce to it, you feel me? Yeah, it sounds a lot better. Add another chord right here at the end. So it kind of fades into this first chord a little bit more smooth, you feel me? Since these two chords are very far apart, another chord right here could really do the trick. Alright, so next I'm just copy over these root notes, pitch it down an octave to introduce some lower frequencies. Pitch this entire melody down an octave. And pitch these middle notes up. That's solid, bro. Solid progression, but it's a little bit too generic, you feel me? Like this chord progression has probably already been made a million times, same exact BPM, same scale. Since we're only using 4 chords, like it's no rocket science. So next what I'm gonna do is adjust some notes, maybe delay some notes a little bit, add some notes in between, all that stuff to really make it a melody, you feel me, instead of just some regular chords. Feel me? For example, delaying this note a little bit, add some more rhythm in it already. Keep it simple though, like don't overdo it. Just want to add more melodies later on, you feel me? Like don't go crazy on the first melody already. Yeah. Ooh. Randomize velocities too. Kind of humanize it a little bit. Same right here. I create these little counter melodies within the chords, man, like I said. We'll kind of make this F sharp fit into this G sharp. Damn, man. Really about balancing and complementing the notes, man. Next, I'm gonna lower all of the notes a little bit to kind of make it sound a little bit more soft, man. That's way more emotion in my opinion. Last thing I did was pitch it up to F instead of the root note being on C sharp. What we ended up with, man. Damn. Change the preset real quick. I think I'm gonna stick to the grand piano, bro, because this shit got emotion to it, bro. Yeah, man. So that's some effects to it. For the effects on that piano, man, I'm gonna open up 2 EQs. For the first one, I'm gonna just cut out the sub lows and the really highs. I want it to sound as natural as possible. Cut out some of the lows and the highs, something like that. For the second EQ, bring out some of the presence, the high mids, boost some of the low mids right there. This shit hard, bro. Just add a little bit of compression to it. Gotta even out the loud and quiet parts. And lastly, gotta use that for Hollow Vintage verb to get it to around 2 seconds. She got emotion to it, bro. Fuck with this. That's it for the grand piano, bro. Alright, for the next layer, in my previous video, I used this organ from Omnisphere. I believe it was the first preset. This one. I think for that pattern, I'm just copy over the chords. So I'm just copy over the root notes, paste it into this layer right here. Let's copy over the triads that we started out with. Cut it right there as well. Make sure to strum the chords. Copy these notes down an octave. Maybe another octave. Make it sound a little bit fuller. Randomize the velocities. Very easy. Like that. Open up an EQ. Cut the lows out. A little trick that I like to do for my delays is, let's say this organ, for example, got a pad to the right. I'm gonna have a delay playing on the left side to kind of complement it. Set it to ping pong. Push this to the right. It's hard. It's already sounding good, so I don't want to overdo it, man. Only gonna add some reverb to it. Keep it fairly dry. Something like that, man. Complements it perfectly. And like I said, if you want your drums to hit hard, man, it's really important to already treat your melodies the right way. So to not leave any unwanted frequencies in your sample layers. For example, already cutting out some of the low end to make room for the 808 later on, man. So for the next layer, I'm really liking the aesthetic of this sample so far. So I think I want to add some sort of electric piano to it. So I'm gonna do the same as I did for the organ, copy over the root notes and turn these into chords like that. Like the way that shit sounds. So what I'm gonna do with that Rhodes for the effects is pan it to the left to complement this organ. Oh my god. Gotta widen this sample out too, you feel me? And there's still room in the sample for the drums, feel me? Like that's the whole point. You still wanna leave some room for the drums. That's the best thing about knowing how to make samples. You can really like map everything out yourself, you feel me? Like if you're using loops and shit, like you can't really control that, you feel me? Y'all know what time it is, bro. $50 guitar, man. But this shit sounded too crazy not to add a guitar on it, man. Alright, so I rendered everything out into one audio clip just to keep it organized. So waves plugin, guitar amp, stereo. Sauce it up a little bit. Some compression. Kind of even it out a little bit. Added some vintage verb to it, a little bit of delay, and some fruity chords. I think that's it, man. Alright, next I do want to add some low end to the sample, so I'm going to go into these stock FL sounds. Got this bass. This one right here. Way more rhythm to it, man. Open up 2 EQs once again. Got the sub lows out. Boost some of the presence like that. Should be good. Alright, man, sample's pretty much done. I might add some other things later on after I add the drums, but for now, man, it's pretty much done. Satisfied how this turned out. So now the part that everyone's been waiting for, man, the drums. We treated this melody perfectly. It's still a lot of room for the drums in the frequency spectrum, and that's why I said that the sample is as important, if not more important, than the drums, man. Like, listen to it. Still a lot of room for the hi-hat. For the kick, a lot of room in the frequency spectrum, man. Like, it's not muddy, man. Like, it's a lot of room, like I said. That's really what you want to look for, especially if you want your drums to hit muddy samples that are all over the place, man. Not gonna cut it. So the last thing I'm gonna do before adding drums to it is select all these mixer tracks of the sample layers, send it to one mixer track right there. Open up an EQ and automate the low end like that. And by automating a shelf like this that cuts out the low end, you can still leave low end in if you don't have an 808 playing, so you don't cut all of the emotion out of the entire sample by cutting out the low end. So I'm gonna right click this and make sure that this is active when I have an 808 playing, and it's not active when I have no 808 playing. And that's really the biggest tip when it comes to mixing that I can give y'all, is to cut out the low end of your sample so there's low end for the 808 to really punch through, man. And next, another crucial step, probably the most important part when it comes to drums, is sound selection, man. You want to make sure that you're using the highest possible drum sounds, man. Otherwise, it's not gonna hit. And if you're still looking for some high quality drum kits, man, you know I got y'all, man. Got my Heaven Sent and Rook Season drum kit, man. Using it in every single one of my videos, used by industry producers, Billboard producers, and me myself, of course. Got a lot of 808s in it. Bonus loops, some claps, hi-hats, effects, kicks, everything, man. Everything you need to lay down hard drums. So if you haven't had a chance to get your hands on these kits yet, man, be sure to go check it out after watching today's video. Let's get it. So for the drums, I'm gonna just start out with a snare. I think I'm gonna use this snare for my Rook Season drum kit. Bass it down. Yeah, it's hard. For the hi-hat, I think I'm gonna use this one for my Rook Season drum kit as well. Yeah. Next, I'm adding some Rhodes to the hi-hats. Let's kind of spice it up, kind of make it stand out a little bit more. Sample's already sounding complex, so I don't want to overdo it, man. Cut this part out and kind of make it into a 1/6 bar. Yeah, fuck with that. Sure. Fuck with that one. Next, I'm gonna layer that with the open hat, kind of filling some empty gaps. Maybe shorten that just a little bit. Kind of complements it. Bro, once again, I kind of tried stepping away from the spins, but with these grand pianos and shit, damn. See people in my comments telling me like, you keep using the spins and shit, but especially when you're trying to send beats out to artists and shit, like a spin's really the industry standard, you feel me? Like, that's why I keep kind of gravitating towards using the spins, bro. That shit just work every time, bro. I'm done, bro. The reason why that 808 hitting so hard is because of this EQ right here, man. Like, it's cutting out the low end, as you can see. Cutting out everything under like 170 hertz, something like that. If you open up an EQ on a master track, that's why that 808's really present, you feel me? And you could decide to leave an 808 like this. It's already hidden, but you could decide to use the kick instead of the punch in the 808. Turn the 808 down, go into my Rook Season drum kit, layer it with a kick. Like, some people prefer 808s, some people prefer kicks. It's up to you, man. Damn. Keep my 808 around 6 dB. Leave the kick around clipping point. So y'all want to make sure that you have a soft clipper on the master. Shit hard, bro. It's really punching. Also turn it up. Clean mix, bro. Last thing I'm gonna add to it is a counter snare. I think that's pretty much it. That's it for the drums, man. Really kept the drums simple, like I said. Really found balance between the drums and the sample, and this beat really got the drums to punch through. So yeah, that's what we ended up with, man. Man, that's it for today's video, man. That's how I make my drums hit hard. That's how I find balance between my sample and my drums. Like I said, it's no rocket science, man. That shit's easy. So like I always want to thank y'all for watching the video all the way to the end. Really want to thank y'all for 46K on the channel, man. We're close to 50K, so don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. Also, don't forget to check out my drum kits if you like the drum samples that I used in today's video and in all of my videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, all that stuff. It's all linked down in the description down below. That's all I got for today's video, man. So I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.